Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our OCS Top 4 event. As always, I am Dan Tartaglione, also known as DTartag1. Joining me tonight, as always, is my partner in crime, Mr. Garrett Larson. How you doing tonight, Garrett?
Uh, you know, I went and watched my kids' JV and varsity hockey games, and they won both of them. And then I went and got Chipotle, and it's been a great day. And it looks like they are ready to rock. So,
And as it should be. So we have Matt on dark side, Pat on light side. No surprise here. Matt is playing First Order Reigns, and Pat is going with Rescue the Princess V. Any
so,
surprises?
um, little surprised to see MHT start with the Kylo Kylo shuttle interrupt. I do think that is a little bit slower version of the deck, and I think you kind of had to put Pat on Rescue the Princess. I mean, he's been playing it forever. It's what he used to top 8 worlds. And that slight slowdown that you don't get with the Kylo effect and that early drain pressure really does help Rescue the Princess in this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
So this will probably be a somewhat non-interactive game that's still going to have a lot of things going on
So,
because there's a lot of damage and a lot of pings and a lot of paying attention to stuff back and forth.
so what I'm hearing is a boring game that is actually going to be exciting.
I mean, you and I are here, nothing's boring now. But
Eh, this is the guy who's encouraging people to get off his lawn.
well, I mean, I just fertilized and I just mowed. Like, I don't need you messing it up for me. But that being said, I do think this will be more of a little bit of a drain race, but like
Mm-hmm.
those drain races, when they're done right, can be a lot of fun to watch. Like, and a lot
Agreed.
of fun to see you really get a chance to look at the little things and watch those little moves that these top end players are making that make so much difference
Mm-hmm.
comparatively. So we see Matt activated one, used you know what I've come for to go grab the shuttle,
Got the shuttle.
and now he's grabbing an episode 1 battleground. Now Pat has not played a slight weapons malfunction, which tells me he didn't open hand one, and I think he's running like 5. So I'm hoping he doesn't have the dreaded hand where you didn't get a slight weapons malfunction, you didn't get a Luker Han, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
a punt turn because those just feel so bad.
I agree. I also Pat could be waiting to see what Matt does. Uh,
And it could be he doesn't, he could have had the perfect hand of, hey, I got the slight weapons malfunction,
with a
plus
Luke
I got a Han or a
or a
Luke,
Luke,
and
exactly. Yeah, you don't
but
need to go get one.
but at the same time, I'd always rather have a 4 in deck than a 1, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have the dude. So
And
all
we
right,
see,
so
yep, there's the
MHT's
Kylo
going
shuttle.
aggressive here.
And I think he has to. I do think that this game is going to kind of come down to if Matt is predicted that Pat is playing Rescue the Princess, because if he has Hossein Prime and is able to just sit there the entire game, if Pat is playing Menace Fades, that's going to turn off Menace Fades. It's going to turn off a lot of the things that Pat can do to reduce the potential damage that Matt can do. Now, I like what Matt is doing here because it's putting a lot of pressure on Pat.
I will say I'm a little surprised Matt didn't go grab Lieutenant Destiny 6, who will no longer be called that after this weekend or next week's games.
Hmm. Next
Get
week's,
with you.
oh
Well, the
yeah, yeah,
championship game's going to be next week. So, or the championship match, whoever it
yeah.
is going to be next week. And yeah, Lieutenant Destiny 6 will go down to Lieutenant no longer appearing in this deck. And
I think he'll still be in the deck because he
he
is
will,
a
but
first
not
order.
6
But
copies.
exactly, yeah, he'll go from being Mr. Six to or Mr. Six or Mr. Seven, whatever one you want to call him. But
Yeah.
he'll definitely
So
be. But Matt, no characters on the shuttle.
yeah.
Can be a little risky if Pat has any space package.
So Pat, I believe, has one or two, or he has in the past at least had one or two copies of R2 and Red 5.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Matt's certainly threatening barrier and may
Yes.
have gotten it, but like Pat could easily go, here's Luke on R2 and Red 5. I'll move the fleet to Crate and start, trying to work with that if he got it in opening hand. If he didn't, this is fine. And I don't hate
Mm-hmm.
the risk by Matt. Like, I think Matt is
No, I agree.
saying, I know I need to damage race. This is how I damage race.
Mm-hmm. I
And I don't have a problem with it. I think it's a solid. I really would have liked to see him get Lieutenant Destiny 6
agree.
on there first.
Agreed. Now, the other thing is Pat could also potentially just go and say, I'm going to go after Kylo Ren. It's just Kylo Ren there.
He could. I don't know that I would love that.
And there's Corn Horn
Like,
going directly to the detention block control room to release Leia.
and Matt has not stacked a card on power loss yet.
I don't think you do.
You don't think you do to slow him down a turn or two? Like, if you
Uh,
don't stack a card on power loss, you're moving Leia there
yeah,
right
and
away.
your drains
You're
are pretty big.
flipping, and now Matt's got to pay to drain. It's just one, but he's still got to pay one to drain at each location.
Yeah,
Like, I do agree in not going after Kylo. I think going after Kylo there feels like a fool's errand. Like, I don't know what you have, but it feels like
yeah.
a bad.
And Matt agrees with me.
All right, well,
So we see there's the flip from Pat. We see that Leia is at the whatever location that is, and
yeah,
Cornhorn will join her. So
the Death
yeah,
Star Central Core. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, Pat's probably fairly happy with what he's got going on here. He didn't get the 3PO. Like, normally the site he would want to pull is the site with 3PO. But I think with Corin in opening hand, he's like, you know what? I'll go with the
yeah.
Corin to that site to free Leia to flip immediately or to force the
Mm-hmm.
early flip. And yeah, I am a little surprised Pat didn't stack a card.
You mean Matt?
Matt, yeah. But
One of our two players with at in their name.
we've got Matt and Pat, and they both use a 3-letter
And there's the
acronym fairly frequently.
slight weapons malfunction to attempt to pull a rebel stormtrooper. Matt does
And
not grab it, so Pat will get himself the TK 422,
and
which
I
is
think that was a little bit of bait on
mm-hmm,
Pat's part. I think he
agree.
was really hoping because he's counting on the Blast the Door kids. He's counting on the We're Doomed and it could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got a lot more cards that Matt wants to grab. And I think that was very smart of MHT to not grab it. And then I love Pat's just, okay, well, I'll lose it. I
Yeah,
got what I needed out of it. I'm not going to I don't need it for anything else.
yeah.
So,
In this game, it comes down to each card is a unit of force, and I think it's more valuable as a force loss than a card that's going to sit in your deck the entire day.
yeah.
We
So
do
we
see
see
we do see
Matt
that.
deploying another location, which has got to be Hosian Prime. Like, he's checking what else is in there, but I can't imagine he's got any other Episode 7 locations in there. Maybe the Supremacy site,
Maybe
but
I was going to say maybe the Supremacy site or maybe Jakku, one of the two. Um,
Jakku would surprise me a little bit. I think the Supremacy
yeah,
site would be
yeah,
a just because it pulls Snoke, and Snoke can be such a damage multiplier. Like, if you're just starting battles, even if even if Pat's
hmm
blast the door kidding it or whatever, just that damage multiplier is so good
yeah.
that
And
it can get.
yep, there's the Halcyon
There's
Prime.
Hosian Prime.
And Matt took his time there. So we did see Pat lost Slight Weapons Malfunction V, Blast the Door Kid, and a Lando Calrissian Scoundrel to the drains. So again, not cards that you're super concerned about losing.
I mean, the Blast the Door Kid, he lost that off reserve. I'm assuming he's got one in hand, or he's got an It's a Trap or something.
Well, he's only got one force.
Yeah.
Okay,
But he doesn't need it he likely doesn't need it this turn. Like, he had to know Matt. If Matt goes at the Death Star, I think that would be a mistake by Matt.
Agreed.
Like, I just don't see a benefit to him going at the Death Star right now. You're just walking into things, and you don't get your bow pull. So, and Matt backs up.
Yeah.
Kylo. Now, the other thing is, unless Matt pops Coward, PMJ can get back that will be able to get back that Lando. I don't love landing General Pride there.
I don't mind it. I mean,
I don't see a benefit to it, I guess. Like,
yeah, so I don't mind it because the shuttle and the steadfast were going to move to Dakar, and you get that force activation. Oh, he's just going to leave the shuttle at Crate. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Pat is
like
going to get the Lando back.
I would have liked to see. I think I would have liked to see Pride with the steadfast. Like, if you're really, I mean, unless he's really worried that Pat's going to go after him with like TK-422 and a gun, but like, that doesn't feel like a great play.
Agreed. And we see there's the battle plan from Matt.
And I think Pat pays to drain here. I think you need
agree.
to.
I think you have to.
You have to turn that clock on.
I was going to say, yeah, it is only a drain of 2. And Matt, I like that he's taking his time. He's holding his last shield pool. As we see, there's your buddy.
Yep, there went Lieutenant Destiny 6 and Lieutenant Destiny 6.
And
which also is setting up a potential skull play, and there's the barrier.
Yeah, and
from reserve.
Now, interesting enough, like you mentioned that Lieutenant Destiny 6 is getting a errata. Did you forget that he's also getting a new image?
I didn't forget. I was gonna mention that a little bit later. If you haven't had a chance to go check out the Star Wars CCG forums in the announcements, Lieutenant Destiny 6, Captain Lieutenant Cabell are both getting new.
Oh, there's more than that.
Mara Jade
with
lightsaber is now going to be a full slip, and there's a new Mara Jade the Emperor's Hand slip. There are some amazing, our Cedron and our graphics team just did some awesome work again, as they always do, and I'm blown away. But yeah, Lieutenant Destiny 6 is significantly changed in errata, and I think it's for the better.
Yeah, agreed. As we see, there's the site that pulls 3PO. We have the 3PO coming down with Luke, the Rebellion's hero, with his gun. So Pat's setting himself up nicely. And there's Ray to pull a use pop card.
And it wouldn't necessarily shock me to see, well, I guess, I mean, you could see Ray step over to the detention block control room.
I mean, she can step there, or she can go to the trash compactor if she really wants.
Well, the detention block control room's drain of 2.
Yeah.
Although all MHT has to do is move over to the salt plains, and Ray is useless well alone, so she may just hang there. So just to give him forfeit fodder in case okay. Or do that. Nope. I was like, you wanted to give some backup to make sure you can keep 3PO on table.
Yeah.
The 3PO damage will start to add up. What? Pat's going to eat 5 this turn.
Yeah,
actually, he'll eat 6. Because it'll be a drain of 3 at the entrance cavern.
And a drain of 2 at Dakar.
Yeah, it'll be 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
So that's gonna. This is where
the Menace phase will save him up.
Well, he's only got 2 locations, so Menace Fades wouldn't have been in effect right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I
So,
mean, if he had the Menace phase, you can move right, like you were saying.
yeah,
But
if you had the
yeah,
Menace Fades,
this,
you take that aggressive line.
yeah,
But I
but
think this is a tough. This is a match that I do think favors First Order if they can play it super aggressively like they have.
and he's mass playing it. He's putting a clinic on. I mean, I
Yeah,
hate to say it, but he's putting a clinic, and we see that Pat does lose six there, as he
Blastador
loses another
Kids,
blast of
Sabine.
doors. Sabine, sorry about the mess. Another slight weapons malfunction, alter and friendly fire, and Ezra Bridger. So again, those are some important cards this time.
Yeah, no, those are the some of the sorry about the mess could be decent, especially if Matt decides to come at. But if I'm Matt here, I'm not even pretending to go at PMJ. I think you're dropping a ship with a leader at Hosey and Prime.
Hmm.
You're walking the 3 guys that are at the entrance cavern over the salt plateau, and you're saying thanks for coming.
You might reinforce. Well, I also think you might just reinforce. I think you might like put some characters at the Salt Plateau. Or
Well, you want to get Kylo there to shut down the retrieval.
oh,
Oh,
resist restraining bolt on 3PO. His
that's
so no more putting cards back to activate, and more importantly, no more damage.
yeah, that force the loss of force loss there is going to be brutal. And there's no way for Pat to kill 3PO by choice, which means there's no way for him to kill him, get rid of the restraining bolt, and try and get it back
Hmm.
out. That being said, he is still going to cause 6 damage this
Yes.
turn as well. Like it's Matt, I think, needs to continue the aggressive line and go finalizer plus Hux or PV to Hosey and Prime, and just okay.
Oh wait, maybe that's me.
I was like, what are we? I didn't see anything
I'm
crazy, but
sorry. No, I'm sorry. I thought my audio just. I thought you cut out for a second. My
no,
bad.
all good, bro. So yeah, I think I'd like to see Matt continue to put this pressure on and
Agreed.
push this aggressive line and just, hey, let's take Hosey and Prime before
I also
PMJ even sets up Menace Fades, like
I
just to
also think that
add
Matt
a
needs to
drain or
pick up the
two.
pace. He's down by 5 minutes, but that's just me.
He's still got a lot of time.
I
This
know.
is, and we do see he flashes the finalizer and uses 9 for the finalizer with Hux, which
And
gives him
sending
a
them
bow
down to
pull
there's the Hosing Prime.
and is going to give him Phasma or one of the other troopers. Like
Matt's kind of in control.
Matt's in a really good position right now.
Yeah.
Like I like the spot Matt is in. Pat's going to need to figure out how to crank up some damage here
Hmm.
sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Now it is Pat needs to flip the script. He needs to put it. He needs to figure out how to change the damage that Pat or Matt is doing to him. I mean, don't get me wrong. Pat is still doing decent amount of damage,
Yeah. Pat
but
is not dead yet, but
no, I mean,
we
there
got 24
before.
cards down to 30, and Matt is threatening more damage than Pat. Like, that's a problem on that end. Yes, Carl, restraining bolt in 2025. I hate you.
I mean, before we see the finalizer go down to Housing and Prime, it was going to be only again, it was only going to be 6 damage, like so it would have
Yeah,
been
it
equal
was 6 and
with
6.
Pat retrieving. Now with the finalizer at Hosey and Prime, that's adding another 3 points of damage.
Well, 2 right now. He'd have to put another resistance character there to make it 3, and I don't necessarily. Oh, actually, it is 3 because finalizer adds 1, doesn't it?
There you go.
I was getting there. I assume Pat's going to get the third Death Star Battleground out and be able to pop resistance. So I'd like to see MHT move Kylo over to the Salt Flats, though, because that one retrieval, it doesn't sound like a lot,
but it's enough.
but it's a good. And honestly, like, I would not hate seeing Pat just place Walkling out of play here to get that one back.
I
Like, you
agree.
certainly don't need the activation. The only card you're really pulling with it in this deck is, I think, Resistance.
And there's your buddy.
Yep, there's Lieutenant Destiny 6, which says now he can't put Walkland out of play and he can't retrieve.
Yep.
That's not
Annoying.
good.
No.
And we see Kylo move over there to hang out with him. Yep, he's moving everybody over. This is
I
not
mean,
going
he
the
goes from doing
way.
he does go from doing 3 points of damage at that one location, that one site, down to two at the Salt Plateau. But again, turning off the
But he
retrieval
turns
is
off the
so
retrieval.
big.
Like, the turn off the retrieval is huge.
I think, yeah,
Carl, I don't even know if that's a line I like.
it's if he has the Hujix, he can do it. Only to put but he has to win the battle.
But
He has to win the battle.
yeah, so then the Hujix is worthless. Like, if you're gonna throw Han, I'd almost rather see Han go to the cavern and
I mean, if you have like
set up
Obi-Wan,
resistance.
Han, his gun, uh, Lando, Chewie with gun, if you have like all of those pieces, you can
Yeah,
do it. But I think
that
with it being
sounds like a lot.
18 power, that's like, yeah, exactly. And now again, Pat is activating 18
Yeah, I
because
mean, it's
there's so much force being generated on the table right now.
it's not over,
No, it's not.
but Pat definitely needs to figure out how to turn this script because he's behind on the race. All right, so Pat's leaving a bunch in reserve. And Matt says, all right, well, I'm going to go get a Gick just in case.
Yeah, yeah, getting your Gick here is always a good idea. Getting a Gick period is a good idea, and he gets the Gick, and those
Yeah.
rebels won't escape me. So if Pat has his neighboring leads, that could actually cancel neighboring leads.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I think you want to save it, but
And there, Matt went and got Phasma with
yeah.
Hux. And
Hmm.
Pat put out Don't Do That Again and then missed an immediate effect pull. I'm not sure.
I think he was just checking to see what those 7 cards are. He is still in his activate phase here, so if he needs
Yeah,
to activate three
figure out
more,
if
he
he wanted to
can.
activate a couple more.
Exactly.
And yeah, he might be, is with a gun in there. All right, so he says, nope, I'm going to drain for 2.
Yep. Drain for two, ping for 2, and
That's going to leave him with only 10 force to work with, which feels like not
feels
enough.
bad. It feels bad. And as we see, there
And
goes the
Pat,
blast points,
yeah,
and
Matt
course rough and
loses
irritating.
smart cards. So,
Yeah.
like, I just don't see Han at the Salt Flats. Like, killing Kylo doesn't really change anything. You've got 2 guys at each site
Yeah.
to hit your drains. You're not getting anything from that.
Ooh. As we see, Matt is playing the Night Buzzard. I like that, just because we
Yeah,
don't see
I
it.
mean, it gives him it's another first order ship.
Yeah, it's another first order ship.
And we
It
see
does have a permanent pilot.
Kylo and Snoke just burnt off the top. That's not bad for
Yeah, seeing Snoke go
Pat.
is good. We see the Death Star hangar 327 coming out.
And
Uh,
this is where I think that's where Han goes. All right. Why
or
do I even
Ahsoka.
suggest things?
I mean,
Why?
Ahsoka would have been better at the Salt Plateau if you have anybody to go down with.
I don't necessarily
Well,
think she is.
well, I'm saying she can't be targeted by the weapons. That's what makes her really good.
Yeah, but like, you'd be down 10 power there. Right now, if you drop those guys there, you're down 10
Oh
power.
no.
You're probably down another 7 for uh if he skulls. So
But make
it's
him have it. That's what I'm saying. Make him have it.
no, because there's no upside to it.
I
Like your
no
best
no.
case
I'm not.
scenario,
I'm agreeing 100% with you. I'm just saying that's the Batmouse line. Is
yeah,
make him
but
have
like
it.
Batmouse is still gonna you make him have it when there's an upside there.
Yes, and you make him have
Like you
it, and
don't
then
have an upside there. Killing Kylo doesn't matter because
yeah,
you're not winning the battle, so you're not putting the objective out of play.
yeah.
This way, you've matched the damage, you put out ultimatum, so actually you're now up in damage
No.
comparatively.
No. It's tied still. Actually,
Two,
no. You're right.
four,
You're up by
six,
one. You're up
seven
by one.
to 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, you are up by two.
No, he's up by one.
Two at Hosian Prime, two at Crate, two at the Salt Plateau,
Oh,
or
you're
one
right.
at
Math,
Dakar is 7 to
math.
9.
7 to 9. And yes, I agree with Joe in the chat. Chat is saying that
Yep,
Pat doesn't have to win this game; he just has to win the match. And I agree with him.
yep,
That's the correct thinking. And being that
yeah.
if he can get it, but the thing is, like he's peeling cards at a very rapid pace right now.
But so is Matt. Like the big thing is Pat is never going to be draining for free, where Matt is, or Matt is draining for less,
Well, he's trading from one compared to two, or
but it's
compared to three.
still gonna add up. And I agree. Putting Han and Ahsoka there just to hope to kill Kylo is that would be a bad play. Like
I'm agreeing with you.
so you don't do that. You go after, you set up the race and you continue what you've got.
Like right
You know,
now,
I think if
Pat.
Pat's got another guy in hand, you're going to see him drop him to somewhere and then move everybody around. So he's got two guys at each location
Yeah, that's the other thing
and
is like Pat.
basically just dare MHT to try and come down with
Hmm.
Phasma plus somebody. And like, I think MHT, the same way Pat doesn't need to make a desperation play, I don't think MHT needs to either.
No, I think,
I think if
and
you're MHT, I might go a couple troopers to the entrance cavern.
yeah.
And now you're matching the damage again
Hmm.
and just, grind it out. Whoever wins this is going to win it by probably single digits. And you go to the next game.
The only thing is, it's going to get to a point where Matt can still drain and Pat can't. Like so
Agreed.
Pat is going to be able to do the 3 pointed damage with a good blaster at your side, but he's not going to be able to drain because it's going to cost him too much.
Agreed. Pat needs to pump out more damage than Matt is doing to
Hmm.
equalize the fact that eventually he can't cause as much as Matt can. And I'm not sure he gets there. I mean, at this point, if I'm Pat, I'm maybe deploying one more guy.
Hmm.
Like I could see deploy a guy, either a spy to the detention block control room or like a body to like an Obi-Wan or somebody to the docking bay control room, and then shuffle two guys there, shuffle two guys to the docking
Well, I mean,
control room.
you could put 3PO with anybody. I mean, at this point, he's just a
3PO
dude.
can't move though.
Why
So
can't he?
3PO's got to stay with Leia because restraining bolt says he can't move.
That's how much I use that card.
It's all right. It's an old card. I don't expect you to know what it does.
Yeah, that's
So, like,
fair. I mean, back then, I mean, when that card came out, I was maybe 9. You were still in your early to late 40s.
I would be angry if that wasn't closer to true than I'd admit. So, no, like Matt playing smart. There's Vickrell.
Hmm.
I think you might see Lieutenant Destiny 7 move over with him just in case PMJ drops resistance at some or drops out of controlling ultimatum at some point. I don't think that happens.
Yeah. Now I will say this:
But
what's
I don't
interesting
think Matt needs to deploy anyone else. Like the same
now,
way I think Pat says, okay, I'm not.
what do you? Yeah,
I, I,
yeah.
I, I don't. I don't hate the Phasma for the bow pull.
No,
Like
I don't
I'm
either. I think it's the right move. Now, I will say this though. What's interesting is with Vickrul, he's going to put interrupts out of play.
Vickrul's May.
Is it a May?
So yeah, you
Okay.
may place the topmost interrupt. So
Yeah,
Vickrul's
because that
not going
that
to
would have
do
been
that.
interesting because like that would lessen the amount of cards in Pat's loss pile, and
Lost
being that
pile.
this match play that actually can come into play. I still like the idea of moving Lieutenant Dolfed Mitka. He has a name. He is lieutenant after all. Just to have
He
three
was
and three.
Lieutenant Destiny 6. I'm giving him. I mean, you've got with Vickrul and Phasma there, you now have 2 first order characters, so you don't need to move the
True.
lieutenant. I
Well,
don't
no,
think
I'm
there's
saying
anyone else you need to move.
you don't want an Obi-Wan to come down and clear both of them. I mean, you do have the Gick though, so you should be
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Like Obi-Wan alone is not clearing both of them. Because again, you have to factor in Vickrul forfeits for 7.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And PMJ's gotta consider that Skull is in play.
Mhm.
Like, if anything, what I wouldn't hate seeing is if Matt's going to deploy anybody else, it's swap Steadfast in the command shuttle and shuttle 2 guys up to the Steadfast. So then next turn you can swap them again, but first move the guys onto the
Mhm.
command shuttle and turn both systems into Drain 2. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
No,
he
I
moves
see the line.
P59 over. That's fine. I don't. That was a reasonable, stack 3 guys at each site just in
I
case.
I was just ready for you to say, what is Pat? What is Matt like? Why is Matt not listening to me?
No, this is a spot where there are lots of plays that are reasonable.
Hmm.
And while the line I suggested in terms of swapping the Star Destroyer, the Steadfast, and the shuttle and moving some guys up isn't terrible, it isn't something he has to do. Like
I don't
it's
think
again a maximize damage in a drain race game.
I don't think Matt has to do a lot at this point. And
No, I
we've
think Matt's in a
we've
very good
said it.
position.
Yeah, Matt is in a really good position. And to be honest with you, he's not the one right now who really has to change the script. It is still Pat, even though Pat is doing a little bit more damage.
Well, now their damage is tied.
Yeah.
Assuming Matt puts out resistance, their damage is tied. If
Hmm.
Matt doesn't put out resistance, Pat's actually going to be doing one more. Because with Han, that drain at the 2-2 is actually a drain of 3.
3. Hmm.
And we
And
see Matt
Pat,
playing Dark Time combo, I think just to cycle, and Pat grabs it because I don't think he's
what
thinking
else are
there's
you
going
gonna
to be
grab?
any other interrupts. Like you grab that just to stop the force. Basically, you just said, all right, well, pay one to
Hmm.
make you lose a force effectively.
Exactly. 100%.
Excuse me. And yeah, I think if Matt doesn't pop resistance here, I think that's a mistake, and I think Pat will get a drain of 3 off. I think Matt's going to though. I just don't,
Yeah. What else do you? What other shield could you play? Like, are
and
you thinking
that's
about
really the
playing at this
question.
point? And
What
I
other
don't.
shield are you expecting to play? I don't think
Yeah,
there is one.
I agreed. I will agree with you.
So, and Pat
But
left nothing in reserve, so he's not attacking anyone this turn.
where would,
I
like you said
mean,
it? Where would you attack?
so with moving P59 over, if Pat has Obi-Wan and Lando, I could see putting them at the salt plateau,
But and I
but
hate to
that would
say
be the
this.
only combo, and I don't think I'd even love that. Like I would
I
still
think he
almost
lost
prefer
both of his. I think he lost 2 Landos at this point. So
he
the
lost
likelihood.
2, but he did retrieve 1. I don't know if he lost it a second
Mm,
time.
yeah.
I think the better play would be here's Obi-Wan to the control room 327. Obi-Wan and Rey walk over. Corrin walks over to join Luke and just try and drain for as much as you can. Although next turn he'll only be able to afford really 2 drains.
Yeah.
Potentially 3 because he can lose cards from hand.
Yeah,
He's going to get drained for 9.
it is getting close to that point now with
He'll be
Pat.
drained for 9. He has 21 cards left, which means if he loses them all
He'll
from
go
hand
to
and he
12
loses, he'll be down to 12, which is exactly enough. But if he
for
puts down
force.
Obi-Wan, then he can't.
Yeah.
So Pat might just say, okay, I need to max out my damage here and see where we're at in it. Is Pat in the tank here or nope?
Uh
Oh,
oh. So who needs resistance when you're just gonna say bye bye Han?
ouch.
That saves him 4
That saves
force.
him 4 force because it stops
Oh.
the drain of 3 and it stops a ping.
So it's quoting Spaceport Scandal. How rude.
That was a really really nice play by Matt.
And that's a play. That's a top. I'm gonna. That's a. I'm in the top 4 of the OCS multiple times play.
Yeah, that is why Matt is consistently in all of these tournaments. That is
Hmm.
a really really good play.
So again, what that
So
does is balancing that Han. It turns off 1 point of damage from a good blaster, and because Ahsoka is alone at that site, she is not able to drain there, saving Matt an additional 3 force.
yeah, and honestly, that 3 force is that 4
The
force
four
is
force is
really
big.
big.
Yeah.
Like, and Matt's just losing from hand now. He loses a Stormtrooper, the Full Matrix, Spectre, the Supreme Leader, and he's got 1 more to satisfy, and then he'll have 2 more from Good Blaster.
Hmm.
But like, Matt's gonna win this game by 10-ish,
Yeah.
I think, and that's
And I think both players can be happy about that. And to be honest with you,
and Matt loses his Gick. I think saying there's no way Pat's running Neighborin and is going to do anything with it.
well, he has no force saved at this point,
He has no reserve saved right now, but he could
and
always Neighborin during Matt's activate phase.
true.
So we
But
see the
then you get jumped whenever you neighbor him. Like who do you neighbor him and where to? That's the question.
well, yeah,
I
I
don't want
don't.
to send any of those characters to either of those sites. Like if he had Luke and Ray with Cornhorn and Leia, maybe.
Yeah, like the problem with Ray is if you're going to do that, you need to take the Salt Plateau, and General
Hmm.
Pride adds a Battle Destiny against Ray.
Yeah. Yeah,
So you
but
see,
like
Matt loses No Escape and Probot from hand. Probot is not a card I see a lot in
yeah, not anymore.
First Order. Like, I'm not sure I've
Well,
ever seen it in a First Order deck.
same. I just like it because again, if you're going up against a deck that has again Jin Urso, I think it.
It's also a spy that First Order basically doesn't have.
Yeah,
And there are absolutely times where you're playing against this and going, well, you can't put a spy on me, so I'm not going to worry about it.
yeah,
And that's a potential issue. So I like the ad in there. It's not a card I've seen in there before, but I like it. You know, I think it's a solid spot. And Pat's now just trying to figure out what he can do.
yeah.
Like he's
It's.
got some time. He's got a 13-minute clock advantage on MHD.
Hmm.
So like he's not out of clock, but he definitely needs to figure out what he's going to do here.
Yeah, he's the one who again now has to change the line, and yeah,
There's
just
Han
Han
back
going back
down
down.
with the gun. I mean, that's all you can do is say, okay, well, next turn I will again threaten this damage.
But then by that point, like he's gonna get one more round of all 3
Yeah,
drains.
he's going to lose by approximately 10, and there's not much he can do about it.
Hmm.
And it is what it is. This is game 1, Logan. Dan's in charge of the stream, which means he would not forget to put up the results of game 1.
You're putting way too much confidence into me, sir.
I know myself and that I forget that very often. Or I do the smart thing and put it up, but then I forget to unhide it.
Hmm.
And,
Well, that's like I'm assuming that's like you forgetting where your glasses are when they're on your head.
that's why I keep them in front of my eyes. Like my glasses, I actually only really need to wear these for reading,
Mm.
but they're a low enough prescription that I can wear them all the time. And like I told my eye doctor, if I just wore them for reading and close up work and set them down or tried to set them down somewhere, I would have already gone through like 7 pairs of glasses because I've lost them all the time.
So
So,
we see there's the drain at Hosian Prime. We see Menace Phase and Melaleuca lost.
and
There's
there's
the
the We're
Where
Doomed
Doomed, and
and
Matt
the grab.
wisely grabs that. Yeah, I think at this point,
Yeah.
like that's what you save your grabber for. Again, this is going to cut down a lot of the damage from Matt this turn, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to turn it into 1-1-1-0. So, like, that'll give Pat a few more damage he'll be able to get through.
Mm-hmm.
So, the force drain of 3, yep, it's still going to reduce down to 1. And it's fine. Like, this was. Both players knew that card was probably coming.
Yeah.
And now this just got even worse for Pat.
Yeah,
That decree
Imperial
now
Decree.
turns Pat's
Uh,
damage to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
yeah.
The resistance
Uh,
is actually immaterial
why?
because he was already only doing 2 at the one site.
No, it wasn't.
Decree. Oh, that's Decree Virtual. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought if you're using Decree Virtual, you always use the fancy AI version.
Matt's not an AI fancy person. He's just I'm down and dirty. I want to kill you with what I have.
And we see Matt playing a Stormtrooper from Lost Pile. I'm not sure.
It gets the stormtrooper out of his lost piles and
Yeah,
it reduces the
makes
lost pile.
sense.
And so I
I'm not sure
again,
where he goes with it, but it might just be
doesn't
throw it
matter.
on Steadfast and
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
it throws it on the command shuttle. This is what I was talking about. Like if you can get 2 guys on the command shuttle to turn that into a drain of 2,
I mean, you just now
it's
you
worth
just
it.
yeah.
Well, you can't shuttle anyone up to the command shuttle.
No, I was gonna say like
Well,
yeah,
what you
that's
could do is fly the Steadfast over, shuttle Lieutenant Destiny 6 up to the Steadfast, jump him onto the shuttle, and then exactly what we're seeing. Now you move the shuttle over. Yep. So he ship docks, or he doesn't dock. He embarks. Kylo's. He
yeah, the
moves
shuttle hops
Lieutenant
onto
Vitka.
the steadfast.
Yep. So he does. This is the thing I talked about. The get one
Yeah,
more
it
drain
just
in,
took him a little
bump
bit.
up the damage a little bit more. That's fine. I mean, it's he's he's going to lose 7 this turn, which will be he's got 18 or 19 cards total, so he'll be down to 12 cards total. Then he'll do his damage, and then Pat will
He's
get a
only losing
little
6,
bit.
isn't he? No, 7. You're right.
7, 2, 4, 6 plus 1.
Yeah.
So
And he's got exactly 6 cards in his hand at this point.
he's
7.
up to 7.
I
Yeah, he's going to
mean,
be down to. He'll be down to 12, and then Pat will get a little bit more damage in the next turn, but not much.
Pat's then going to hit. He'll lose 10 on his next turn, taking him down to 5. So
Yep, a drain of 2 in,
he'll get 3
and
more
then a ping of
damage
1.
through. Yeah.
So it looks like MHT probably wins by 9.
Yeah, unless
Unless he
something
keeps
else.
some
Yeah,
cards
unless
in
he
hand.
changes. Yeah. I'm losing every card I can from my hand right now. Like
Yeah,
I
I think
don't
so
care.
too. Like I think if you're MHC, you just say, okay, this is what I can do, and
Mason, he can't.
yeah, Mason, the seventh side of the objective says he controls the salt plateau, so Pat can't retrieve. Well, we talked about that. I thought he should have done it very early, and the
Agreed.
turn he could have done it, or he thought about doing it. Then Matt put a guy at the salt plateau, and that ended it. So Matt does lose Applich from reserve. He keeps one in hand. I'm fine. Maybe it's a limited resources, and it's I mean, Kylo's at the salt plateau. Anyways, Kylo being at the salt plateau is why he needs two guys to drain. Anyone
Mhm.
controlling the salt plateau is enough to stop retrieval. So, and yeah, Pat basically should do nothing at this point. Like, this is all he can do.
Yeah, and like I said, he's about to take 10 to put him
That
down to
control set for
5.
stun, although realistically, if you look at that control set for stun,
Oh, if it's
it
another control
saved
set for
Matt.
stun, yeah.
Well, if he's got another one, but the one he played when he sent back Han, it really only saved him one force because he could have just controlled the drain. So it saved him one force, which was the good blaster ping. Like if he'd just said, okay, well, I'll cancel the drain of 3 with the control, he'd have been in the exact same position because it certainly didn't change Pat's line at all.
Yeah,
So I think
yeah.
it was fine. It was a cool play to make. I don't think it ended because he didn't go after him or anything. It didn't end up being any more impactful, but it looks cool when he made it, and I'm a sucker for cool looking plays. I
I'm not sure,
believe
Matt.
it. I think it was a blind draw, but at the same time, like the average destiny in this deck is real high, and I have a
Mhm.
feeling Matt knew his odds of drawing it were pretty successful. Like you are correct though, if he'd have missed that, that would have been huge.
I don't think he cares about getting the free damage. Now, if he does have the control set for stun, it saves him 1 force here at the end, so he would lose by 10.
I mean, it doesn't really save him any because Pat's only going to drain at one site. It's going to be the 2-2. So it's going to be a drain
Mhm.
of 2 no matter what. And then he's only going to ping for 1 with good blaster either way.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he has the control set for stun, you just cancel that 1 drain,
Yeah.
eat the drain from
Like you're better
which,
at just canceling the drain,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but he's only going to get 1 drain.
That's what I'm saying. You cancel the drain.
Yeah. So it doesn't, yeah,
You
you're,
cancel the drain, you lose a card, and Matt
yeah.
draws. I mean, so this tells us he doesn't have a set for stun.
Well, but he might be just saying, fine, I'm going to lose 3. I'll draw to
He'll
see
know
if
what
I
he
find
has.
something.
Yeah.
And yeah, Matt, it might have been, why he tried to cycle that dark time. It was a risk he took to try and control set for stun Han because you're right. If he'd have missed
Why
that
why
draw,
would he draw
that
another
might have
card
been
there?
bad.
Well, if it's a cyclable card, that's fair.
Maybe. I mean, it's
It's a cyclable card.
yeah, it's fine. Or he had another cyclable card and said, "Hey, like, yeah,
Yeah.
Matt's winning this game. There's Matt's winning this game by 9."
Yeah, there's a drain of 3. It is going to be down to 2 because of resistance. There goes Lieutenant Destiny 6 and Captain PV. Matt has 1 card left. Ping damage
And
reduced.
that'll be the card.
Yeah. So, yeah. Pat draws 2. So that's going to save him
And
essentially 2 force in his lost pile at that point. So
yeah,
I do like
so
that move. But yeah, MHT is going to take game 1
by
by
9 with 25 to 34 in lost. So that is not an insurmountable number.
No, not at all.
Like that, there was an Obi-Wan. So 9 Force is they're going to game 2. I'd imagine they're going to take a couple minute break. Yep, 5 minutes. PMJ says.
So let's
And
let's talk about what was announced by the PC while our players are going to take a break. So
I
I'll go ahead.
mean,
I'm going to go ahead and pull it up right now. So
the what was announced by the PC is some gorgeous, gorgeous cards.
so again, we mentioned this in the chat. So first up, Lieutenant Mitka is going to be from Destiny 6 down to Destiny 2. But
That's good.
yeah, so he is getting a new art, but now he is also getting some new game text as well. He's going to be a 2/5. Provides 2 power to anything he pilots, and his ability 2, power 2, deploys 2, and forfeits -2 at the same location as Kylo. During your deploy phase, being able to locate Kylo from here to the same site as the resistant agents. So he does the same thing, but he
Yeah.
got reduced in rank.
He gets the same rank. He's still lieutenant. He's Lieutenant Destiny 2. And it's more he adds 2 forfeit everywhere except with Kylo, which is actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like on its own, forfeiting for 5 is a lot bigger than 3. It stops all the Tauntaun Cell stuff. It stops the let me just put 6 of this guy in the deck because he's Destiny 6 and why not? It stops the free deploy everywhere, which is was always good. Like I'm it's a good card design by the players committee. And we
And
see Bill in chat. It's turn 1 isn't as autoplay for first order reigns. And I think that's a good thing. Like we've
then
talked about first order reigns is very, very good right now and maybe a little too good. And I think this is a good way to say, hey, let's let the deck continue to be what it is, but maybe rein it in just a bit.
yeah. Moving on, we also are getting a new Bespin system. This one for the light side, again, this is going to be a new art, so big thank you there. Light side, you will lose no more than 2 force to Cloud City occupation and may not be converted. So I know it's not in the meta right now, but what's the
The may
Cloud
not
City?
be converted is good.
Yeah, against like what's the deck I'm thinking of?
QMC.
Thank you, QMC. Quiet Minded Colony. They can't just go, oh, my Bestman system. So, and then the executor may not move from here unless Vader is aboard. If your Cloud City objective is on table, the executor deploys equals 6 or 7 here. So no more free Bestman effect.
Well, you could
I
still play the free Bestman effect. I believe that would still, because that resets it to free, and free is unmodifiable. So basically, they're both unmodifiable. I think you go to the lower value.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
assuming as much, but you could also choose to say, hey, I'm going to sacrifice a little bit of the tempo of the free executor by freeing up 5 or 6 cards in my deck between the shield, the effect, and
it,
effect pullers.
and it does save you a lot of card slots because normally having to run all those cards, you're running like 6 copies of stuff just to get that one card out
Yeah.
with the executor. So that's fine. Let's go into some of the other stuff. Their new Captain Modin Kennedy. So I like that.
And
Same game text and everything. It's just a
yep.
graphics update.
And honestly, that looks so much like Frodo Light. It kind of terrifies me. Like I saw I'll be entirely honest. The first time I saw that, I'm like, damn, they put Brian Avery on a card.
And
Cool. I
Bill
like it.
Bill in the chat announcing that this deal is getting worse all the time. V will be coming out soon.
Whoa. Bill dropping spoiler knowledge. I like it.
And then a next update is Captain PV. So again, you don't have to use a C slip anymore.
Yep. Now we get these fancy full slip V slips, which I love. Like as much as I love, and I've said it before in other places, I love the C slips when it's an iconic decipher image.
You mean like the Mara Jade, who's getting a new V card?
I'll be honest, I kind of want to see Margid with lightsaber still have the option to be a C slip
Same. I mean, I'm gonna cut it
because I
out.
love that art,
Same.
but I love so the new Mara functions as an apprentice, so she
She
gets some
has some
bonuses
immunity.
from
Yeah, the fact that she gets immunity or the bonuses from the Revenge of the Sith deck is big. She still pulls her own lightsaber. She's still a spy. Uh, you can
yeah,
retrieve
like
cards with Mara in it, like immune
she's
to
immune to
Rebel
rebel
Barrier.
barrier.
Like I love this card.
So it looks like
It
Pat's about ready to go.
and then yeah, you mentioned it. Mara J with lightsaber is getting some new art.
And so
So
they're ready to go. I told them give us 30 seconds just so we can finish. Again, all that art is gorgeous. The our graphics team, I said it. I say it every time, and I'm going to continue to say it. They put in so much work and do such an amazing job in giving us cooler and cooler cards to work with that I love it. And I love
okay,
everything they
so here
do.
we go. Pat on dark side, Matt on light side. I need to fix that in the chat.
So Pat is on First Order Reigns. I knew that. And all right, Matt is on Watch Your Step.
So no
Pat
real
can win this
surprises.
game, but he's got to win it by 10, which is going to be hard. So and Pat with the pretty standard start, shuttle start out of the First Order plus Navy. MHT with Walkling, Squassin, and I must be allowed to cheat Smuggler's Blues.
I'm rooting for both. You know what? No, I'm rooting that the chat enjoys what we're putting out.
I'm rooting for a good game. So
You
MHT
are
going with
such a
local.
dad. There's
MHT
the
going local defense, which also means Pat's gotta probably can't go for a super aggressive line.
damn it, Joe. You messed up everything.
Yeah, Joe. Matt won game 1 by 9.
It's on the chat. It's on the stream, Joe. You can see it right here. Right there. It's up there.
So I think this is going to be a tough game for Pat to win by 10.
Yeah.
I think Watch Your Step matches up decently against First Order Reigns, and he's got a lot of outs there to make stuff happen.
Okay, so we have him in the chat. Joe Olson, you have to play Greg Shaw. How are you feeling knowing that you have to play up against the current world champion and the guy who beat you to win the world champion?
I mean, Joe would probably be a little more worried if he didn't still have a 2 worlds advantage on Greg. Like,
I mean, Greg does have the second place advantage, though.
I don't think that's really the advantage he wants to have, though. Like, and Greg Shaw.
Now we have Joe being the dad in chat.
Games.
As we see, there's the supremacy moving over
between Joe and I. We've got a half dozen kids. I think like being dads is what we do. So
I thought it was being good at Star Wars CCG and having a good beard.
Being good at Star Wars CCG is what Joe does.
Yeah, that's exactly my point.
Talk a lot. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. What I'm hearing is Joe and I combined have 3 world championships to our name. And I think that says a lot about both of us. So Pat just going with the naked supremacy, moving it to Dakar, just
I
getting
I don't know
himself
how I
running.
feel about. I mean, it is fully immune.
I'm fine with that. So
I don't think Joe watches The Simpsons. Joe's a little bit more classier than our Simpson viewing audience. Aren't all of them older than you, Logan?
no, only two of them are, and I don't need to hear from either one of you. So I'm
Who?
actually fine. The supremacy's fully immune.
Yeah,
Like
it's fully
the
immune.
one
It's power
concern
14. Does
is
draw Destiny.
Matt went and grabbed the Outrider,
Yeah, that's a
and
big
Pat
concern.
didn't get a used pull. So like Pat is basically counting on
You got barrier.
he open-handed the barrier, or this could be aggressive. But I do think Pat needs to take the aggressive line here.
Pat's not the kind of player to sit idly by and just like not make good plays. So, I mean, I will say since the moment like Pat has always been close to being the kind of player he is now. So I'm really glad to see that he's made a lot of strides in the last year, 2 years. So, uh, uh like I will say,
Agreed.
as we see Outrider and Dash go down to Corellia V. I mean, little side note, really quick. Pat was a player who, right before I went into the military, I gave a huge chunk of my collection to because I was like, this game is on the downturn. I'm going to Hawaii, and many years later, here we are. I'm still talking about this silly little card game that we all played back in the 90s.
Yep. And this is I like Matt's line here. Like Matt absolutely could have gone for the kill shot and gone Outrider plus a pilot, dude to
Why
the
risk it?
cantina, try and just blow out the supremacy right away. But it's not.
As we see,
It's a
there's a
line
battle
that
plan.
has a potential negative and
Mhm.
maybe isn't worth it.
Do you think Matt is going to move the track fleet?
Um, I think so. I don't see a reason not to.
Hmm.
Like, I don't see a reason to give him the flip because there's no upside to letting Pat flip. Like, if you're gonna figure out how to contest it,
And Cornhorn going down to the docking bay.
and it gets him the flip, it gets him the I must be allowed to speak.
I'm a little curious to see Fallen Portal.
You think he grabs Fallen Portal? Is he even running
I think
portals?
he's got a
Like,
Fallen Portal at this point. Like that's why would you go to why would you go to the docking bay and not the cantina if you didn't have a Fallen Portal?
fair. Like, and Fallen Portal is a card that is so good. There's no Kessel run is happening.
Yeah, this is not
I
the
don't
Kessel
think
Run
he's
version.
setting up Celebration, and honestly, I don't think Celebration is happening. There's no. If you're going to celebrate, you might as well Kessel Run. If you're putting
Yeah.
in retrieval, might as well go all out. Like, and if you're not going to retrieve, Celebration's not. I mean, Celebration isn't going to get you anywhere against First Order.
Hmm.
Like, you're going to
Again,
struggle to.
well, no, Logan, I'm firmly believing it's because of the Fallen Portal. There's no other reason to go to the docking bay over the cantina, even if you are trying to set up the Tatooine celebration, which I don't think you need to at this point.
Yeah, I don't think he's trying to set up Celebration. I think Portal is a very reasonable line.
And with the Talon card there, that tells me even more that it's Fallen Portal because you don't. I mean, what again? You're not going to put.
I'm
I will bet Logan afterwards something that is Fallen Portal.
I will say with all of what Matt had well, I guess he wouldn't have been able to go without Raider plus these guys
Yep. And we
to
see him
Docking Bay 94. He
move.
wouldn't have had the
There's
force.
Yeah, there's moving the Triad fleet over to Crate, just like in the movie.
Yep. And he can't move the Outrider to the tracked fleet. So, I mean, Matt kind of blew everything he's got here to threaten a drain of 2. Like, Pat's
But
still
again, he's ahead.
fine.
The fact that he's ahead +9
Yeah,
is
no,
kind is
it's
really good.
like I don't want Pat to drain here. I don't see any value in draining for
Not for a
1.
drain of 1.
So, yeah, Juice, Nick, I don't think Pat is going to go at the docking bay. There's no benefit for
No,
Pat
no,
to go
there's
at
no
the
reason
docking
for
bay.
him to.
It's a drain of 1. Like, if you want to put guys on the ground, go to the entrance cavern and go with that. Mason, I am going to dispute a little bit that Watch Your Step ground sucks. There is a lot of potential power in here. Matt's running Val. He's running EPP Luke, I believe.
Running EPP Chewy. I
And there
believe
is
he's running the blast Chewy with blaster rifle.
yeah,
Not so.
there's a lot of potential damage. If
And
you go to the ground too light, Watch Your Step can absolutely jump all over you.
so Pat with the finalizer, he's going to go
I'd
get himself a first order
imagine,
pilot.
I mean, it's going to be Hux or PV.
Yeah,
So 9, I believe, is PV. Yep.
yeah. And
The
can we
only
talk
reason to
for
do Hux would have been to get Phasma. Then I think you just, oh, there's Hux from hand. Okay.
yeah, I like doing it better. I like going PV first because, well, one, you have PV in the deck, Hux is in your hand, so you can't go finalizer, get Hux because he's not there. But I do like doing that line because it gets you more cards into your use pile to
Yep.
pull a card.
Gives him 2 more cards to get his
Hmm.
bow pull. And I'm assuming with the bow pull, really what he's looking for here is Kylo.
Yeah, I am agreeing.
Like you need to force Matt to put 2 guys at every location
Can we
to
talk?
be able to drain.
So I got to talk about this really quick for 1 second. I love that Pat is using his AIs. He's using the horizontal bow to the first order. He's using the AI Hux. He's using the AI finalizer. I have one problem, and that's that and this is not on Pat, but there is no horizontal supremacy. It is the biggest starship in Star Wars history. Why do I not have a horizontal one? I blame Bill, but he's on the design committee, so I'm just going to blame Chris Kelly.
I mean, that doesn't seem completely out of line. I think my guess, they're holding out for a AI supremacy that is horizontal.
But that image is amazing.
So it really it's going to be.
Yeah, I know.
So
So we see Matt activates. There's a drain of 1. Pat loses Lieutenant Destiny, reduced down to 2.
he's still Lieutenant Destiny 7 until those erratas go live. 45-degree AI Bill that
Trust me, I play.
and make it a C slip. Like, let's go all out.
I mean, I play Star Wars Unlimited. I feel the same way. Like the Executor, there's a horizontal. The Annihilator, there's a horizontal. The Supremacy is a vertical one, and it angers the crap out of me.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. I play Unlimited as well, and the horizontal cards anger me just in general because that's a game where you're tapping cards. If you put it the way it's supposed to look,
I don't
it
care.
looks tapped and it's screwy, and it bothers me with that. Now, I will say Logan made a point in chat that I think we should probably touch on a little bit, that Matt put out the Outrider and Dash in a non-offensive manner.
Yeah, and Vickrell by himself is a little
there.
risky.
I think Vickrell by himself is okay. He forfeits for 7. He draws Battle Destiny.
Yeah.
Matt's only got 6 cards in hand. Like, I'm okay with Vickrell going by himself there. But I think the outright, like, and it might have just been that was what Matt had in hand in terms of ships.
Well, no, he went and got it with the local defense.
He can't get the Falcon's not something he can get, and there's one of the cards. So there's the thing is, Obi-Wan is fine. Like, you're not getting overflowed with Obi-Wan.
No.
Yeah, you'll lose the You'll give up the battle order. Battle plan is going to hit him because
There's Moss
Vikral's got no
ICV.
immunity. So Vikral's going to die, but like
And Obi-Wan
Matt's
lives.
got to consider that.
Well, he saw that there's
He's got to have an
Aplac.
answer.
Yeah, there's an
for,
Aplac in the hand. And he
and
saw
a
it.
Phasma.
Yeah.
And Phasma would worry me a lot more. Like Phasma plus a trooper and yeah. Oh no, yeah, Bill, I'm perfectly happy with this happening. And then the Destiny 5 means Obi dies no matter what.
Yeah.
And frankly, I think Matt's perfectly okay with that.
Yeah.
Like if Matt was given the option to write up exactly how he wants this to go,
Yeah,
that was probably
Matt,
it.
this is 100%. Matt is in almost full control. I mean, yes, Pat is going to flip at the beginning of his turn, but there's nobody at the Salt Plateau. He doesn't have he's only got one location where he can drain for a little a
Well,
decent
so the
amount.
one, I mean, Dakar's going to be a drain of 3.
That's what I'm saying. Dakar's going to be a drain of 3, but he's going to have to pay for it, which
That's
Pat
fine. You
should be okay with.
Pat's got 15 force. You'll pay 3 for you'll pay 3 to drain for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And now you'll go back up the Salt Plateau. Like
But
that was getting rid of Vikral was very good for Matt.
For Matt, yeah, and that's where I'm like Vickrell by himself. It felt a little forced to me.
I think it was. I think that was a Pat realized I need to win this game by 10, so I need to take a somewhat aggressive line. If Matt doesn't have either Luke, Obi, or 2 smugglers in hand, Vikral's fine for a turn, and that's all I need him to be alone for.
Yeah, and we see that the card that was stacked on the track fleet was Antilles Maneuver V. So there's a drain of 3 at the car.
Yeah, that drain of 3 is gonna be a little nasty. Like it's really a what does Pat have to put on the ground now? Because frankly, Matt's not threatening a lot of damage.
No, no.
Matt's threatening a drain of 2.
But again, Logan, the thing is, Matt doesn't have to necessarily win this game. He has to lose it
from reserve, and it's
that's losing Han is not good for Matt.
And Matt losing the Jedi's Resilience from hand because he can play it from Lost.
Yeah,
is fine. That almost telegraphs, hey, I've got an EPP Luke.
Yeah, but again, losing Han Solo V is.
I think Matt might have gotten a really bad space opening hand. I'm not sure he could stop PMJ from flipping.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that because you can't run the Outrider straight to crate. Because you need one more hyperspeed to get there. And code clearance, I like that because the found someone I have that I believe Matt is playing, which is retrieval right now to get back on, is retrieval. So then it would stack and would just shut down any retrieval he has moving forward.
So, and I think Matt, I don't think the Walkling, like just retrieving 1 is going to be huge.
I don't think the Walkling is a big deal. I think this would stack the found someone you have. So it's going to be 1 instead of twice he can play it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it shuts down Walkling and whatever else. If
he's got
Pat doesn't go to the Salt Plateau, I expect to see Pat end up at the Salt Plateau sooner rather than later. There's our friend Lieutenant Destiny 7. Like Pat's playing a very aggressive line. He's threatening a bunch of damage that Matt is going to have to respond to.
Mm-hmm.
And the Han going away, I think, might be big.
I don't disagree with you.
So now it's what else are we going to see?
Mm-hmm.
Because now that's enough on the ground to seriously threaten some,
I mean,
Matt's got a lot harder road to hoe to go try and take that site now.
It is still only 2 Destiny. Luke would be able to clear at least, like by himself, should be able to clear 2 of the characters there.
Yes, but Pat has a Lieutenant Destiny 7 and lost. So Luke coming down is power 5. He's already down 9 power.
Yeah, and there's another Lieutenant
And
Destiny
2 Battle
7.
Destinies.
Oh no, I'm just saying. I'm
Like
just saying.
Luke
Like,
by himself would be a bad play.
and there's Imperial Decree non-V.
Okay. Which
You see,
is
it's in Pat's hand.
awesome if Matt ever figures out a way to get a drain bonus, but I don't think Matt has any other than Han.
Yeah, yeah. And Han is
So
currently sitting in the lost pile, 2 cards down or 3 cards down.
yeah. And I want to check. Found someone. I was gonna use my handy holocron app. Thank you, Lee Edwards, and see. Yeah, found someone you have has retrieved the topmost character. So Matt's got to
It would
do it
still be Han.
now,
Yeah.
or Han's probably going to end up buried.
If he needs Han, though,
I mean,
I know it feels
if he
bad, but
doesn't have a second one, he needs Han.
really, I mean,
You
because like
need
you said,
space. Right now you are getting massively outdrained.
I understand that,
Like
but
Pat
I
has
mean,
30 cards down and is threatening drains of 7 to your 2.
yeah, and I get that. What I'm saying is, well, I mean, I was just about to say it. Menace Fades.
Yep.
Menace Fades turns everything around.
Yeah, but Pat's got Hosian Prime and he's
He has to
okay.
find it. That's what I'm saying. It saves him at least one
His
turn, which is good.
Yeah, I mean his objective pulls it, so it does turn it from a drain of 7 to a drain of 3.
Mm-hmm.
But he can just, okay, here's Hosian Prime, move the finalizer there. Like he's still telling Matt, come get me in space.
Yeah.
And Matt is going to struggle to do that a little bit, I think.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing. And I think, yeah, I do think he needs to get some sort of space package going.
Like if he's sitting on all of his space to wait till we see a here's Hosian Prime, here's the finalizer there, now I'm going to come after you. That's cute. I don't know if it's the best play.
Yeah.
So we
Like,
see Captain Lando go on the Outrider, which is just
I'm going to get
he's
2
another
Destiny.
smuggler. He's power 2. Now you get 2 Destiny, and you're subtracting 8 from the power of whatever you face.
Yeah.
But also, like, Matt's got to worry about Pat having space tricks. Like, the part of the power of First Order is you can build a very ground-heavy version that runs a lot of ground tricks with trooper assaults and things like that. You can also build a fairly space trick version with gravity shadows and lateral damages. And right now, Matt doesn't know which version Pat is playing.
Exactly.
And you, again, don't want to just walk into...
You don't want to walk into a lateral damage.
Here's
you don't
bad
like,
things.
well, lateral damage would be so bad because it...
Well, damage would be bad. Another card that would be brutal is one we saw last round. Like if you move Dash and the Outrider in front of a ship somewhere, and it's just Dash, Lando, and the Outrider, a control set for stun just wrecks your day. That's a nice Dash you got there. Why don't we send him back to your hand? And now Lando is doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's the EPP Luke we talked about. Like that's the way. He could use found someone you have. Virtual. It's retrieve the topmost character of Lost Pile.
The other card is Jedi Levitation.
Yep.
And if Matt is running that, I mean, that's a better card just because it gets you any character back.
And but found someone you have is a lot cheaper.
And I get that, but it's also not retrieval.
Yes, but found someone you have also works twice in Watch Your Step.
Yes, but it's not retrieval.
Except when you have, do they have a code clearance out? No, I think if you expect First Order, I think Jedi Lev is a slightly better card.
Yeah.
But I think found someone you have is good enough.
Well, that you can use Jedi Lev to take a character in the hand or cancel a cause of redraw.
Yeah, I know. I think it's a good card. I'm not saying it's a bad card.
I know you're not saying it's a bad card. I'm just giving you reasons why to play it over found something you have.
There's Matt
now
moving Corrin and Talon to the cantina.
Yeah, I like that.
Drain for 2.
Now I do like that.
Perfectly cromulent play.
I do agree that it is a good card to play in Watcher Step, and I'm happy to say that the Team 5 people have made it good again. But
Yeah, this is a. Oh no,
and, Je-
Mason, we're not.
And Jedi Lev is Destiny higher, 1 point higher.
We're not mad at you, Mason. We're just yelling at each other because we can.
Yeah,
Like
this is
this
what
is
this is how
not a.
Garrett and I are. We're both
And
old people who scream, yell, like we both stand on each other, our own balconies and yell at each other all the time.
and we gotta fill talk time. Like if y'all just wanted to watch this in silence and not listen to us talk, like
We can make
there's a
that
mute
happen.
button. Knock yourself out. Like I happen to think I bring a lot of value to this stream, whether it be by suggesting things that are bad ideas or what. And we
And
see Matt
I encourage Garrett to share his bad ideas with everybody because I like chaos.
and Matt places Walkling out of play to retrieve
The Jedi
Jedi's
resilience.
Resilience, which I think is more a let's just get the Walkling out of play while I can.
And there's the it could be worse to reduce the force loss by 1. I think that's bait. That has to be bait.
I think it is, but at the same time, like the one upside is until Matt gets Mirax out, it's fine. And
Yeah.
I think Pat's got a canceller for it. So like I'm willing to say, all right, let's see how that works.
Oh, and just so we know, we were told by our glorious new marketing advocate that we could give away some packs tonight.
And there is the Fallen Portal from hand. Dan called it correctly.
Hey,
You can give
I
away.
made a top 8 once in my life,
That's fine. That's half as
as we
many as
see
I've made. We're
Mara
good.
Jago lost.
So I do think I thought the Fallen Portal was definitely the yep. This is where we're going to go with it. We
First
do
trivia.
have a
So
gift pack to give away. Well,
we
I
have a
mean,
few. We're going to give away a few because you know what? I'm feeling generous. It's Saturday. You're giving up your Saturday night to come on and watch us talk about a card game that has been out of print for X amount of years.
yeah, no, I
So
agree. I think it's worth giving away
first,
some packs.
our first trivia question is what V
Jack
set
just searched for a system and
and
missed.
missed? So yeah, no Hazine Prime. He must have activated it
That's
or it's in his
that's a
hand.
little unfortunate. All right,
Uh, what V set was Mara Jade Lightside released in? First person.
I guarantee 7 people just tried to scroll on Twitch, like let me
Yeah.
highlight her and see
Ryan
because I
Saracen
would have
saying
done
V
it.
set 17. Ryan Saracen, you get our first pack.
Congratulations, Mr. Surson. Hopefully they're all black border, just because.
I was going to say, hopefully they're all cockroaches. As we see Lieutenant Modan Kennedy coming down.
Captain Modan Kennedy. He's not Lieutenant Castle. So.
I mean, okay. I'm sorry. Yes, you're the stink bug king. I just call it. It means cockroach poker, so that's why. As we saw Kylo get barrier. Duh.
And that's fine. I mean, Lieutenant Captain Modan Kennedy. So he was Lieutenant Cabell. Now he's Lieutenant. Now he's Captain Modan Kennedy. Is Lieutenant to Captain a promotion in the Imperial Navy, or is that a demotion?
So first of all, this is the first order. Second of all, in the Navy, captain is the highest rank you can is a colonel essentially.
Okay.
And then it's followed by admiral.
Okay.
Yeah, there you thank Bill. Bill, me and you on the we were thinking the same thing. Bill knows. I know.
So he's
My fellow Air Force brother, and happy Veterans Day, by the way, delayed one.
happy Veterans Day to both of you. Like, thank you guys for your service. As we see Snoke come down against Luke as well. I mean, I wouldn't hate Pat starting a battle here.
I wouldn't either. Like
you cause a ping, yeah, you lose the probably lose the captain and Snoke. But you end up with Kylo there. What?
You have to hit the Snoke.
But that's who you swing at, I think, if you're
yeah.
Like if you're Matt, you might as well swing at Snoke. And there's the first strike. which definitely says I'm gonna start a battle either way,
Yeah.
just to create the ping of 2,
There's the aim high.
and that's fine. I don't know if you retrieve that. I think you might still. So there's the battle. As Kylo can't be excluded there? Is that the?
No, that's the other location.
No, that's the other site. Yep. So Kylo gets pushed out there.
Yeah. And
Decoy to Mercenary, go away.
Ping damage from Snoke, ping damage from the aim high, or from the first strike.
And Pat does retrieve 1, so he's not going to be able to retrieve if Matt battles into Applek, but I think he's fine with that. There goes the wild card off the top. I mean, at this point, really, it's just Pat saying, look, I need to cause damage. You're still only draining me for 3. I'm threatening more than that. Let's go. And we do see the swing at Snoke. That's a 4. That's a good start.
Yep, he's a 4 or higher, though.
He's halfway there.
That's not going to cut it. See?
That prayer he lived on did not get there.
Thank you, Logan, for the nice sentimental text, by the way, that I just got.
Sure, Logan's texting you sentimental things. He didn't text me nothing. I know how texts work, Logan. I'm not that old. So the miss on Snoke means Snoke lives this battle, and that's very good for Pat. So let's see what. I mean, I don't think Matt's going to have any other options here. Like, yeah, there's Battle Destiny 1, which, okay. Like, you weren't causing overflow.
8?
What? Yeah.
Are there Destiny cards?
Well, if he draws a 7 and then adds 1, adds the heading from Lost. He didn't draw 7.
No, he didn't even draw a 6.
I mean,
somewhere
would a 6 have mattered?
Well, somewhere Chris Kelly is sad.
I don't think he is. Chris Kelly is Scrooge McDucking into a pile of Luke Jedi Knights. He's totally fine with MHT just drawing a 4 there. So it's more the Chris is very excited. Chris is excited about every set because they're all his babies and he does amazing work. Like everyone in design, you guys kind of have a thankless job at times because you're absolutely going to hear us complain about things all the time. And,
always.
Dan is certainly very vocal about things. I am perfectly easy to work with. And, a delight is the term most often used, but
today is not opposite day, sir.
So it looks like Pat is asking for a revert. He said he wants to move the supremacy.
MHT will say, sure, why not?
And MHT is a gentleman, and I think what we'll see is the supremacy move to activate a couple.
Yeah.
Because what happened there is Pat wanted to use his force to make sure he didn't accidentally have the Hosian Prime buried.
Unless it's one of those 2 cards, he could not. If he didn't have the force there, he would not have been able to keep Applek on the table.
Once he moved, I mean, before he moved, he had he had 1 force there because he paid 1 to move supremacy.
Yeah.
Like this way, with that move, he was able to pay 1 for Applek and still threaten a grabber or an Applek retrieval.
Yep.
But I don't think Matt's going after Applek.
No.
Like Luke would have been the way to do it. And without Luke in some sort of way to get Applek off the battle, I just don't
this
see
is where putting the walking out of play, retrieving the Jedi's resilience hurt Matt.
It did and it didn't. He wouldn't have been able to play it because of first strike. Because he would have had to stack it and pay 1 and then pay 1 with first strike. So he wouldn't have gotten it. He wouldn't have gotten to play it either way. So I don't think it actually mattered at all. And I think Matt was perfectly fine just getting the card back. Bill, I do not need that from you. Like, Logan can get away from it with it because he is actually younger than 2 of my children. So I don't need this stuff from any of you guys. I'd ban you if I knew how to make Twitch work. So, and Matt sees that PMJ has the GIC. I don't think anyone's surprised by that. Matt's gotta make something happen here, because right now he's not doing a lot, and he's looking at Pat being able to shut off Menace Fades, and now this will be a problem.
Yeah, agreed. Shutting off Menopause is not what. Yeah, Matt has to do something quick here, or it's going to snowball. Kind of like what we saw in the last game.
So Mason, I believe where Frimbazzle came from is the original Deck Tech buzzboard. It was what a word we won't say on a family-friendly stream that starts with the same letter as Frimbazzle was auto turned into. And the less we talk about Deck Tech and the buzzboards, the better. They were awesome when we were all much younger people.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly okay
Hey,
with
I
them
like
no longer being
I
around.
like the point system. Like you write up a tournament report, or you post a deck on there, you get 5 stars. I like that.
I miss that, and I will say, writing tournament reports made me a better player, and made me much more able to do some of this stuff where it forced you to think about lines and talk about stuff and remember what you did with things. I know it didn't affect tournament reports, Mason, because I cursed a lot in those, and it never changed those. Yeah, but I write less of them now. I really should get back to writing more of them.
Yeah.
I wanted to write one for Worlds, but I was like, I played in the Cube and the team event, and that was it.
You should do what I do and do video ones.
Yeah, no. I did that once for some event.
I know technology scares you and all, but come on.
I'm not loaning Logan any more cards. That's this. Everybody else, I loan cards to. Logan, you get nothing.
Logan, I got you, buddy. So we see there's the Pulsar Skate and
with Mirax,
Mirax. So you just get to use
pilot on there. You got nothing.
I think he's going to get a second pilot at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. Like MHT is smart enough to know that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Ellie, is I did it for the Premier to Cloud City modified tournament. So I did the review of all my games while they were playing, while I played them. It was fun. Like it's a good way to think about your plays and think about your lines and kind of, how could you have played things different? It takes that, hey, I thought this was the right play, and in retrospect, maybe it wasn't.
As we see, there's Elleris Medak.
So he gets the second smuggler on there. He's got the ability to drain, which is fine. Mm-hmm. Like, again, Matt just needs to lose by less than 10.
He needs to up the damage. I mean, right now
he does, but right now it's 4-3. Like right now he's actually winning the damage race. It's more going to be if Pat
once the Hosian Prime comes out. Yeah. Let's do another trivia question, because like I'm feeling we missed an opportunity earlier in the last game.
I like trivia questions. Let's do
okay. First one. First person in the chat besides Ryan Saracen, because he already won one, to name
Ryan just gets one.
5 distinct clone troopers gets a pack.
I mean, they're 5 clones, distinct. So by definition, aren't they all the same?
Okay, hold on. 5 different clone troopers, but you have to, but they have to be Star Wars CCG cards.
Well, I literally was just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Rex Cody, 5's top oddball. Sorry, Logan, that you spelled oddball wrong, so you don't win.
I don't know who Oddball is. That's
Yeah,
pretty sure that's how John Candy died, or not John Candy, John Belushi died. So
too soon.
I do think we give
But
it to
Mason,
Logan
yeah,
though.
yeah.
As much as I hate being nice to Logan, Logan got the answer in there. We'll mock
Okay,
his
okay, hold
inability
on.
to spell.
Okay, hold on. For a bonus pack besides Logan, give me the designation for each of the clones that Logan said. So for Rex, Cody, Fives, Tup, and Oddball, I need their clone designation.
I don't even know what that means. So
And
y'all are on your own. I can't even make a joke about it. Like I don't know. We see the It Could Be Worse gets played again, and now Pat grabs it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see the Talon card go lost, and Matt all wings combo to grab the Falcon. And we see one more drain of one.
Spaceport Scandal, you're close. It has to be the full designation. So the first two letters plus whatever number.
And Matt loses inconsequential barriers as well from reserve deck. There's
And
Hosian
there's the
Prime
Hosian
for
Prime.
PMJ. CT5. I believe that's right for Spaceport Scandal.
Um, it's one less five, so it's only 4 5s. Each number is only 4 letters.
Only 4 5s. Like
it's close.
That's just wrong. It should be all 5 5s. Like
Tup is not 782. Mason. No. Large Porg. Nope, can't do it. Logan, I have to.
I thought Logan already got.
Yeah, I said. Yeah, Logan, you don't get a. Move along, Logan.
Yeah, Logan, you don't get nothing. In fact, I'm retroactively giving that other one to Mason just because we told you couldn't win, and now you're trying to win. Like that's not how this game gets played.
So
be gone. So Pat got the finalizer with PV and Hux to Hosian Prime. I'm wondering if Matt. Logan is not a master. He can't serve on the council. I don't know what his expectation is.
Neither are you, Ryan.
Logan is too old.
No, he's not. So, but that Menace Fades being turned off is so bad for Matt.
I mean, it is, but he got an extra turn of it. I don't think he was expecting, and he went and got the Falcon, which makes me think he might have a second pawn. Bill giving away that we don't have a heavy card. So,
I mean, there's a heavy card.
I think they all weigh the same, actually.
Can I?
Going with cycling a card with Mirax. And Pat's just drawing a few more. I think just trying to figure out, like, does he have an answer somewhere? But again, with Menace Fade's not in effect.
Pat doesn't have to
is
change
draining
anything.
for 4. Pat's potentially draining. I'm assuming MHT will put out ultimatums, so he's going to drain for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, that's going to start to add up real quick. So, and I think Matt's just got to figure something out. T. Dig what? Yeah, I think, Joe, you're 100% right. I think Matt, I would love to see Matt after the fact tell us how close we are on his opening hand was very bad in terms of having any space he could contest with. And the ground state. So Pat put down a lone Vicryl to kind of threaten things, and Vicryl got jumped by Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I think Pat is okay with taking crate and threatening those drains of 2 now that Menace Fades is shut off. It's just not necessarily ideal. I do agree
Yeah.
that I think Matt is still in a good spot to win the match. He may not be able to win this game, but he's
in a decent spot. It's a spot that I don't mind him being in. Matt is saying that he wants one less force after thinking about it. The bigger issue is he's down by 17 minutes in time.
Yeah, but he's still got 18 and a half minutes. He'll just be fine. I mean, Bill, I didn't see you put 17 cards clearly, and I saw interesting things. Yeah, I think you might be putting them a little too deep for us. Like,
What's the safe house and how do we get into it?
Bill's over here like, I'm Army intelligence. I'm gonna make you work for it, and the rest of us are like,
whoa! Don't you dare disgrace! You take that back.
Air Force intelligence.
There you go. Bill did the smart thing and went into the Air Force where they pamper you.
I was more just thinking that Army intelligence is kind of an oxymoron, but we're gonna leave that one be. So go to this. Now I need to see what channel the safe house is.
I don't think you can get into it.
Probably not. It's safe and I'm not. So Matt leaving 5 cards in reserve. That makes me think he maybe has another Luke and is just going to try and
do something here to switch the position. Yeah.
Like, because right now he is down in the drain race and he's down in total cards. Like, he's got, they're about the same in total cards, I guess. He's got 18. No, he's down 2, but he's going to drain for 4, so he's okay. So.
Yeah, Bill and I
now activates 2 more after he wanted 1 less, and now he changed his mind.
And I've said this before, Bill and I, we were both stationed in Hawaii. We were there for like 2 months at the same time.
Yeah, Bill is trying to set up this whole path of things that he assumes we're all smart enough to follow. I'm gonna let you know a secret, Bill. We're not that smart. So Ryan thought
I've been off of Slack. I've been off of Slack playing other card games recently. So
Bill dangled a white border card in his face, and Ryan turned the wrong way, and now the path is gone. So he was like, "Is that a white border Darth Maul young apprentice?" And then he's gone. That's
like the
as
Holy
we see the
Grail.
drains. We see an Aplex, Spectre Supreme Leader, Imperial Decree, and Lieutenant Destiny 7. All lost to the drains. Here comes the Falcon with, I gotta imagine this is his other
Han or Chewie.
I mean, it might be his other Chewie. It might be a Chewie. Is he running 2 Hans? Would be the question. Nope, Lieutenant Nien Nub.
Lieutenant Nien Nub with a barrier,
which will reduce the immunity.
And that's right. Inconsequential barriers is in the lost pile.
Yep. So, and that's fine. And Pat knew that was in the lost pile, but you got to make him play it.
Yeah.
And the supremacy is still immune to less than 7. Like.
Yeah, not if you put Lando on there.
If he puts Lando on there, he's cheating. Because Lando's hanging out with Dash. So,
dude, nobody's hanging out with Dash. She's in his aquarium.
Dash is there's just chilling over Corellia. So that Melos is going to make a little bad. Like, now we know what Matt knows what he's got in reserve.
Yeah,
and he knows it's going to crack the supremacy. Now, if you're Pat, does losing the supremacy hurt that bad? Like, it's a drain of 1.
I don't think so. Honestly, it would be the finalizer at Hosian Prime.
Yeah, like the finalizer, you're still fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's more you you lose the ping to first strike, which is a little unfortunate.
obnoxious. Yeah.
And Pat loses blast points from hand. I mean, Pat's still behind here. Pat's got to make something happen sooner rather than later. Although if he has the steadfast now, like that would be a terrible
I
ship to
mean,
drop.
you got to think that Matt is going to move whoever stays around there. And I almost want to put the Falcon and the Outrider to Hosey and Prime.
Just move everybody there. And I don't
Yeah.
think I'd hate that. And there's the 6 for Battle Destiny.
So he's going to clear the
basically
supremacy.
anything kills the supremacy, and another 3 to make it 9. So supremacy is going to go boom.
Yeah,
He
Pat
draws
draws
a
a
4
4.
back, which
So
is
that's
enough to kill something.
just Malos.
Yeah, but it's something.
I mean, the Falcon's not immune. So,
Yeah.
I mean, somebody was going to go get lost off the ship, but you lose Malos, you move the Falcon and the Outrider, Hosey and Prime, and you're still in a solid spot because I don't think that there's really a lot of ships that Pat can come down with to challenge like 2 Destiny
So he
and the
lost
Outrider.
the full matrix already.
Yeah.
And so I'm not sure I care for moving the Pulsar Skate to crate. I don't think it matters. It's a drain of 1 either way.
Yeah, and the Outrider goes to Dakar. Why do I even
don't love that play?
Well, apparently Matt didn't like my idea, so
yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm sad now.
I actually thought your idea had a lot more merit. I don't like that play. I'm not sure I like that play from Matt.
Yeah, Matt has to do something to reduce the.
He does drop ultimatum, so he's going to take a drain of 6 this turn.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. Like he's going to lose 6 here, and if you move the finalizer off of Hosey and Prime, that
you
turns
can't move the finalizer off Hosey and Prime.
Yeah, you can.
Not without putting another ship there. You're not doing that unless you are figuring out a way to take Matt off the ground completely. There's absolutely nothing, no other way you're doing that. That would be.
Well, I'm saying if the Outrider and the Falcon were at Hosey and Prime,
yeah, that would be.
That's what I'm saying. You would make Pat have to run away.
He moved over the.
There's a so he canceled. Yeah, that makes sense. So, but yeah, if you move the Falcon and the Outrider, you make Pat move from Hosey and Prime, and there is the Corellia that he could move to.
Yeah, well, he can move anywhere with the finalizer. Finalizer can make it to Dakar, so he's fine there.
I mean, right now Pat is sitting at 24 hand in life. Matt is sitting at 21 hand in life.
And right now, Pat is threatening 1 more damage than Matt.
Yep, as we see cargo.
Now,
and what's interesting, there is a
Pat
loss.
Gets a little bit more there threatened.
Well, the smugglers are defense value +2 because of the talent card.
Yeah, but Pat's average destiny is really good. Like, you hit Talon, you draw battle destiny, you kill Corrin with it. Like, I'd like to see a second guy there for Pat, even though I think you're just going to lose him to battle destiny. So I don't love that. Yeah, moving to Hosian would have been a little questionable because it would have gotten supremacy back, but like supremacy is only deployed cheaper with tracked fleet on table, I thought, isn't it? Or is it always with the? Oh no, supremacy is always for remainder game. It deploys. So we see the battle. So Pat's going to retrieve 1, which is the supremacy, and cause 2 between Snoke and first strike, which is real good. Now the question is, does Pat have the? No, does Pat have the destiny draw to hit Talon card?
I mean, that's if this battle goes through. The Snoke damage and the first strike damage have to happen, so Matt still has the opportunity of reacting here.
Yeah, I mean, he could blast the door kid out of it, I guess. That would be the that would be the option. It'd cost him the 2 force he's got there.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, trying to see. Up, the clock is still on MHT, so he may be deciding if he wants to do that. He can't play a card from Lost
Yeah, there is a dodge
because
in the
it's a
loss,
hit.
but
He can't play it though.
exactly. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, if he's got a dodge in hand, he dodges the shot, but he may not have one.
Yeah, until Chris Kelly in design makes it so that you can play multiple interrupts from Lost as Watcher Step.
Bill, if Chris ever threatens that, I want you to slap him.
I think Bill would be the one to actually threaten it.
And there is the
That,
4, so he
but it
misses the
misses.
shot.
Yeah.
That's not what PMJ wanted. He wanted
No.
that hit.
Yeah, he had to have hit Talon there. But I
Like
mean,
the
the
hit.
other thing is like even getting rid of Talon's going to save him 2 force.
Yeah, actually, getting rid of either one of them still saves him the drain of 2.
Yeah.
So it turns that damage into 3. He effectively cost him no force because he lost Carta to do it, but he retrieved the supremacy. And they're tracking us to reduce it by 1. Pat says, well, I'm going to grab that because I can. I don't hate that. I don't think it's super impactful. I mean, Cardo
Mm-hmm.
forfeits for 6. Yeah, we see the 6 for Battle Destiny. So,
Yeah, I was going to say the
and
next one
then the
should be the
1.
1.
So that's a 7. So it's 12. So he doesn't overflow Cardo. And Matt has to lose one of them. He loses Talon card. I'm assuming he's got one. Yeah, the clock disparity is starting to add up. I mean, Matt's not doing a lot of damage, which hurts his clock. He did grab it, could be worse. He
Mm-hmm.
grabbed it, could be worse the second time it got played. So, and I think PMJ maybe picks a couple up here. I don't know what else he does.
Yeah, I think he has. I think he picks up. I mean, he's at 19 in his life force right now,
Yeah.
plus the 4. So, and remember, he's
Yep,
only
he
got to win
is
by
picking a
10.
few
So
up.
Pat's in a really solid spot at this point.
That battle went about as well as it could have, even though he missed the shot. Like he still
Yeah.
says, okay, I'm not eating that drain. So now you're only draining for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to back up Corin or Pat can come after him next turn. Like, I don't know who he comes after him with.
I was going to say that's the question is like Aflac, Vickrol, Cardo, Snoke, and Kylo are already on the table.
I mean, 9s and a couple troopers, maybe. Like, I don't.
You need more than just a couple of troopers.
Well, 9s and 2 of the 2 baby troopers. That's ability 4. Like, that's all you care.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Matt. I
But
don't hate Matt's position, but it's not a lock that he can hold on and win this by, or lose this by less than 10. He's staring at a lot of potential damage. He's got to put down cards. And if Pat can just start dropping guys, in front of him and starting battles and forcing him to move, like, does Matt move those ships to Hosian Prime and, let Pat start another battle and retrieve 1 and cause 2? And like, none of that's great. And there we
Pat,
see the shuffle.
after activating 1, there's a shuffle with the tentacle. I like that from Pat.
Yep. Pat says, we both know where that 6 is. Now
we don't.
So smart play by Pat. I mean, again, there's a reason Pat's in the top 4 of the OCS. He has really become a spectacular player over the last year and a half. He has improved his game immensely. And
well, you know what it is. He
hanging out
saw
with us.
what I was going to say. He saw that I made a top 8 at Worlds, so he was like, "Man, Dan made a top 8 at Worlds before me. I can't let that happen."
Or he just, well, anybody can do this if you put in even an embarrassed amount of effort. And so he started putting in some serious work, and Pat's improved immensely. And, MHT, like, obviously Pat's a good friend of ours. Pat's a teammate of ours. MHT has been good since I came back. Like, there's no, all of the nice things we're saying about Pat, we don't have to say about MHT because everybody knows it. Like
Yeah.
if you're playing in a big tournament, Matt is going to be in the top 8, going to be in the top 4, and going to give you a game anytime you sit across from him. He's a tough out. So MHT activates everything.
Yeah.
So I almost think he's going to have to. And Pat says, fine, I'll lose a Stormtrooper from hand. And a sense, yep, those are good cards to lose.
Yeah.
Like, well, I didn't want that Stormtrooper anyways. And the sense is an
I
even better
can't.
one. Like,
Sense is no better than just being an extra card in my hand.
yeah, sense is literally just a card.
Yep.
And there's the laser cannon battery from used, which I think he's perfectly fine with. You're probably not shooting down any of these ships.
I'd be
And there's
surprised.
Val hanging out with Corrin, so that gives him now a shot and a forfeit 0. But it also, Pat effectively made him lose another card from that battle. Yeah, Joe, I did not like the way Matt moved any of that stuff. Although the Falcon's not a drain +1. Han isn't there.
It's Han. Yeah, that's
he needed a second smuggler to get the drain to there. So, like, I don't. Han lost
died
super early.
Yeah.
All right, so there's Luke coming down, but
and there's Chewie with blaster rifle.
I don't think I like that play.
Although, again, I don't like the fact that Matt is using non-AI. Like he should be using the AIs just because
he landed
the AI of me and Dub with the pancakes is amazing.
So he landed the Pulsar Skate and got Mirex and Ellers out, which, all right, now you're at least potentially winning the battle.
But he's still not doing anything about the finalizer at Hosian Prime.
Which, I mean, that's fine. The finalizers are drained too. Like, he's getting drained for 4 this turn.
Yeah.
That's not a big deal. It's really going to be, does Pat have some way to create more damage on the ground than what he's showing?
Yeah, and being that it's Pat's turn, I wouldn't. Well, you don't want to battle there because if you lose and Kyla has to go loss, well, your objective's out of play. So I don't think Pat's like Pat. If he can bring up the power, well.
So I mean, he can bring up the power easily enough. He's got the Stormtrooper Lost.
But the thing
is, he could always just deploy the trooper and move Phasma over.
But the other thing, yeah, I was gonna say, but the other thing is like Matt's still getting 2 Destiny there.
Yeah, and that's where you deploy the trooper, you move Phasma over, you're threatening Skull, you're threatening this stuff.
And Matt's down to 10 in Life Force and 1 in hand.
Matt's down to 11 cards and 9 minutes. And the 9 minutes is actually kind of an issue, although he could theoretically start looking at, okay, if I just get him below the 10 and draw up, he might have to think about that just to.
Well, Spaceport, you got to be thinking about it from Pat's perspective. Like if it was Pat sitting on that side of the screen, he'd be seeing the salt flats on the left and the cave on the right. Remember, it's all from a certain point of view.
There's General Pride in front of Corrin and Val. And the trooper from Lost. So we're going to see another double ping from Snoke. Snoke plus first strike.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're fine if you're like, okay, fine, I'll lose them both. I don't really care. And that's a strong play by Pat.
Yeah, and yeah, agreed.
Like that 2-force ping is big.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what he draws for Battle Destiny, he shuts that drain down.
Yeah.
So now he's only getting drained for 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that first order Stormtrooper can come back next turn. Like that's the power of that first order Stormtrooper. And Pat playing the Tauntaun Skull from hand to place Lieutenant Destiny 7 out of play. I mean, he could actually get rid of both guys there. I don't necessarily think he will, but like,
Yeah, it's going to be
Matt's
hard.
got to at least consider that.
Yeah.
That's he's now up 9 in power. Like, yes, Val forfeits for 6 and Corrin forfeits for 7, and you're probably going to draw high enough in Battle Destiny to be in contention there. Oh, Stormtroopers hit. No surprise.
Womp womp.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Pat's not getting overflowed. He's losing both guys anyways. He's the Tauntaun Skull might also have been a
Matt Curley, you're wrong. Remaker, you're also wrong. Also, you guys don't play on GEMP, so no packs for you. Also, if you want a pack before, you don't get the sending away. Yep.
so 5 and 2
Chad,
for
you
Battle
win.
Destiny to 5 for Battle Destiny. So yeah, he's down 7. I mean, that could be Corrin
Yeah, that's got to be just
because
one.
if he loses, yeah, it's you just leave Val and
Yeah.
hope Pat doesn't have anybody else
I
he
mean,
can come after her with.
On top of that, you just leave Valve because you still occupy for battle plan.
And that's fine. Well, you
Well,
occupy
you
for Battle
occupy
Plan
because
anyways
of
with the Salt
salt
Flats.
flats. Well,
So
not
I
if
think if
Pat
you're,
gets frisky and initiates here.
I don't think he initiates here. Although I don't necessarily hate, like, I do kind of hate it. You're potentially losing more than you need to. I think
Yeah,
I'd like to
yeah.
just see Applik walk over and say, okay, you really want to retrieve what, like, you want to retrieve 1 with first strike, and
Well, the thing is, like,
you're
if
not guaranteed
if
at that point. You're
Snoke,
not guaranteed to win the
if
battle.
Snoke, well, if Kylo doesn't get hit, like, and he doesn't go lost, the
Kylo
directive doesn't go
doesn't
to
get
play.
hit. That can get real ugly because Snoke will make Kylo plus power as well
Yeah.
that next turn.
Well, but I mean,
Like, I think
then you walk
Pat's
Snoke
figuring out
away, and
now,
then you walk.
what are you doing here? And
Yeah.
I don't know. I think moving Applik over and I could even see moving Applik, and Matt's got 1 card in hand.
What I'm saying is, yeah, I agree, Mason. You do the 2 points of damage, bringing Matt closer to game. And right now, he's sitting at
And I think
11.
that might be what
He's
Pat's
sitting at
trying to think about.
24 hand in life.
And in
And
fact,
the
if he
game.
does, he's effectively going to do 3 because you just use Kylo and swing at Chewie.
Yeah.
Because
Or
Chewie's
any
the
of the
easiest.
smugglers.
Well, yeah, I think so actually Chewie's the easiest and the highest forfeit.
Yeah.
Chewie's ability to, and there we see
Oh, he's moving
Pat
away.
putting out secret plans, which tells me either he's running away or he's starting the battle and saying, fine, I'm losing the guys.
He's moving away.
You think so? He's still in his battle phase, and I do think he might be.
Why play
the
battle
math and
plan?
going,
Why play
can
secret
I?
plans?
Because if you start the battle and you kill them, they both you're almost assuredly losing Snoke and Kylo.
Well, Joe Olson
It's
in
more a
chat says
question
we're
of,
both dumb.
yeah, it's more. I think if you start the battle, you risk actually taking overflow if he hits. So you have to move away or you move in front. And secret
Yeah.
plans says you're not moving in front, so then you move away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pat will
So-
move away to live to fight another day.
And I think that's the right play.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still getting drained for 4. Like
Mhm.
it's drains of right now. They're now in the drains are equal. And Pat draws 1. He's got to leave that 1 for us to keep Applik alive.
Yeah.
Oh, limited resources
that's-
for 4. I know Joe hates that card or doesn't think it's nearly good enough, but that's going to be real nasty.
That wrecks.
Because what you've got to look at now from Pat's standpoint, if I'm Pat, next turn I'm draining for 4, and then I'll just drop that trooper from Lost.
Yeah.
in front of Val, battle, double ping, thanks for playing.
Yeah, this game's over.
Like,
That's
even
it.
if you just drop in front of the Val, like,
Right
even
now.
if Matt moves the guys over, you do drop the trooper in front of Val, double ping, and then battle at the
Game's
entrance
over.
cavern.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's any way Matt can stop the damage. Like, Pat's gonna get drained for 4, which I think is gonna be 4
I
cards from
think
hand.
Matt realizes it. He activates 5.
Well, there was nothing else he was gonna do.
Joe,
Like,
he's got 4 in hand.
yeah, he can't drain at the
He's at
he can drain at the
19.
cantina
Yeah.
because he doesn't have the salt plateau. He's gonna drain for 6.
Yeah.
So it's a question of, does he have any way to get Pat down to where he needs to? Because if he moves in front of Pat, first strike plus Snoke is going to add up.
That's true. And again, Matt doesn't have to win the game. He just has to lose less than.
Yeah, there's no question he just drew it, Matt, because if he'd have had that, you absolutely start that battle
Yeah.
to get that ping of 2 more.
I forgot that Matt still occupied like at the cantina.
Yeah,
So
because he moved away from the salt plateau,
yeah.
which is again where I would have at least considered moving in front instead of away. Like, Matt only had 1 card in hand. Like, move Applet over there and say, okay, we might wash this site, but I'm only going to get I'm not going to get drained for 2. I'll cause you a force loss with Kylo. I mean, it's not great.
Yeah.
So Pat is down to 13 cards, 1 in hand, 12 in reserve. Matt's got to figure out something, because Matt's only got 5 force, and he's going to get drained for 4. If he doesn't move anyone, he loses the game. No, he can't. He'll get drained for 4, and then Pat will deploy the trooper that's in Lost Pile in front of Val and say,
ping,
eat
ping.
2, thanks for playing.
And I think that's the line that Pat wins with. I just don't know
And
if
I
Pat
think that's
realizes
what
it.
Matt has to, I think Pat does. And I think Matt has to figure out, is there any way he can do anything other than that? Because he can't walk the guys in front of you. If he walks the guys in front of the entrance cavern, he runs the risk of that same thing happening.
Yeah.
Like, that's just it. You walk the guys in there to block the drain of 2, but then you eat a ping plus first strike, so you don't avoid the 2 damage. And I don't know that he's got an answer here. He has no cards in hand. Moving guys isn't going to help you, because anyone you move, you block a drain of 2, but you give away 2 damage, and you get a retrieval. That's potentially a problem.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing.
Like, I don't know what Matt's answer is here, and that limited resources from Pat was massive. I think without that limited resources, MHT is in a position still to try and grind this out.
Yes, agreed.
I'm here. So, and I think MHT is just trying to figure out he's thinking through all his options, because that's what top players do. And like, he knows, hey, if I don't come up with something, there's multiple ways Pat wins this game.
Yeah.
So what can I do to stop that? Can I stop it? And I don't know.
Oh man, like, yeah, he can't move in front of the finalizer.
Like, if you move in front of the finalizer, you block a drain of 2, but you give up the ping of 2 with the thing. Like, yeah, and even moving, so
Yeah, I think
but
you're
Joe,
right.
you're still, if you move
But
the both ships
then
and you move 3 guys,
Pat just battles. Pat just
trooper
battles.
from Lost to battle at Hosian Prime, battle at the
Battle
cavern.
with yeah.
Like, there's no way he can get out of this turn without losing 6 cards next turn that I can see.
Yeah,
But
unless of course, unless Pat does not realize it.
So I'm
I'm not saying
Pat
I don't.
is
And that's what I'm saying. I agree with you, and I
Pat is
100%
too good to
agree
miss
with you.
that. So we see MHT moving those two up to crate. Ellers and Mirax on the skate. Okay, that's cute. Like, I don't know where else you go, what else you're doing with that.
Yeah,
You
I
keep Luke
don't
and
either.
Chewie at the Salt Plateau, that's fine. He might have saved a character in hand, Joe. That wouldn't shock me. That he might not have. I don't think he needs to. And we see MHT drawing some cards. I will say I like MHT forcing Pat to see the line. Like, if Pat doesn't see the line, MHT can still win. He's forcing Pat to show him how he has it.
Yes.
You know, and MHT might also have is he running a second copy of It's a Hit or a control tunnel vision to cancel the drain at the, although that's still, even a control tunnel vision doesn't help him because he's still losing 2 force. Nope, he loses the escape pod and we're doomed from hand. He's down to 1 card. And Pat
Pat's on the
goes
line.
to deploy a
That's
trooper.
it.
Pat sees it. I'd have put him in front of Luke just for style points.
Yeah.
Just watch that trooper stand in front of, like,
well played. Heck
Congratulations,
of
Pat.
a finish.
Pat Johnson going into being the first player in the finals. He will face the winner of Joe Olson and Greg Shaw. Their first game is tomorrow night at really late Central Time. I think it's like 9:45. All I know is I'm streaming it.
You are?
And then their second, I believe I am. And then their second game is Monday, even later. And I think Logan and Justin Miyashiro are taking that. But
yeah.
Congratulations to Matthew Harrison-Trainor.
Yeah.
Again,
no
spectacular.
Yeah.
You don't get to the top 4 in the OCS without being an amazing player.
Yeah.
He earned every accolade, he is on everybody's short list as one of the best players in the game right now for good reason. Pat Johnson, he's in another final. Like, Pat's played this really well the last year. I mean, he's made a few different finals. He was the Gem PC, the Retro Gem PC. Like, Pat's been in so many things. Congratulations to Pat. Heck of a run. Spectacularly played game. I don't know. There's nothing else I have to say. There's nothing else we can say. This was just outstanding and super well done. Congratulations, PMJ. I mean, I don't got anything else.
I got nothing else. Yeah, I think that's it. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for game 1 and 2 of Joe versus Greg. Thanks again for everybody tuning in. As always, have a good rest of your weekend. If I don't hear from you, enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there. And as always, may the force be with you. Good night, everybody.